Come make a dictionary with me. I'm making a dictionary of a Native American language called Chitimacha, spoken in southern Louisiana. Traditionally, New Orleans was actually part of Chitimacha territory. Chitimacha is a really neat story because the last native speaker of the language died in 1940, but I'm working together with the Chitimacha tribe to revitalize the language and create a dictionary and grammatical description based on archival materials from linguists that worked with the last couple speakers in the early 1900s. Here's an example of the earliest written documentation we have of that language. It's a word list in French translated to Chitimacha. This is from 1802. I'm taking that list and putting it into this software that linguists use to create dictionaries. Today I'm working on adjectives, but adjectives in Chitimacha don't work like adjectives in English. In fact, Chitimacha doesn't technically have adjectives. All of the adjectives in Chitimacha are derived from verbs. So if you take the verb ati, meaning to be large, and add the gi suffix to the end of it, you get the adjective atiki, meaning big. Chitimacha also has the suffix n though, which turns verbs into nouns, but these are nouns that are like the outcome of the action of the verb having been done to it. So if you take the verb cheap, meaning to deplete, use up, or exhaust, and you add the n suffix to the end of it, you get the word cheapen, meaning something that is depleted or used up or exhausted. It's a noun. So sometimes what Chitimacha speakers do is instead of using an adjective, they use one of these nouns. So you say, that thing is an exhausted thing, a used up thing. You don't say that thing is exhausted or is used up. So these nouns are being used like adjectives. It's kind of the opposite as how in Spanish you can use an adjective as a noun. You can say el nuevo, meaning the new one. What I'm doing today is going through the dictionary and making sure that every one of these words with an n suffix has both a noun meaning and an adjective meaning. You can see I just added the noun meaning for the word cheapen here. So those are the kind of things that I get to work on during the day as I'm working on a dictionary of an indigenous Native American language. If you want to hear more about the work I'm doing with this language or more about this kind of work in general, more about language documentation and language revitalization, then like this video or give me a follow.